Hi, good morning everyone. I am teacher Emily. So for today's video, I'm gonna explain to you, or I'm gonna compare and contrast the two assessments. So the first one assessment is the traditional assessment, and the second one is alternative assessment. So before anything else, what is assessment? So the assessment, it is all about the systematic basis for making reference about the learning and development of the students. So when we say assessment, it is a kind of test that you will test if your students will understand clearly your discussion. Okay, in this video, I'm gonna show also an example, each example of each assessment, each example and also each scenario of a certain classroom setting. Of course, what is traditional assessment? So when we say traditional assessment are tests taken with paper and pencil that is usually true or false, matching type, and also multiple choice. So here, I will present to you some scenario that it present the example of traditional assessment. Hi, good morning class. I am teacher Emily again. And so for today's morning, we're gonna have a test, which is I will test if you really understand what I discussed last minute. Understood, class? Okay, very good. So I'll give the first instruction before you begin to answer. Understood? Okay, very good. So we have three kind of tests. So in test 1, we have here a multiple choice. So in multiple choice, you have to choose your best answer. So best answer, which means the correct answer. Okay. And you need to trust yourself in choosing the best answer. We have here the four multiple. A, B, and C. D also. Right. Okay. So in test 2, we have here a true or false. So write P if the statement is true, and write F it is if that statement is false. Okay, in test 3, we have also here a matching type test. So in matching type test, we have the two columns, which is the column A represents the word, and the column A represents the meaning. So all you have to do is connect the word into the meaning. Understood? Okay, very good. So now begin to answer. Here it is.
Teacher, I have a question. Teacher, I have a question that we write the answer in the test paper, or we get another paper to answer.
Okay, yes, Anna. What is your question? Okay, yes. Before I forget, so please get another paper and please write your answer paper. Is that clear, class? Okay. Thank you, Anna, for the question. It really helps. Okay, start your answer. Okay, start to answering your test paper. Just shut up your mouth. No talking.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, now we are done of the traditional assessment. So we'll go on to the second assessment, which is alternative assessment. So what is alternative assessment? So when we say alternative assessment, it is a non-traditional method of measuring students' mastery and skills level. So in other words, alternative assessment, it is allow the students to demonstrate their knowledge and execute tasks in a unique and innovative way. So here are some scenarios that represent the example of alternative assessment. Okay, hi, good morning class. So for today's morning, we have an activity. But before that, I will announce it to you that I will give you a test to be passed in Friday. Since today is Monday, so you have 5 days to make it. So I will let you make a student's portfolio. Do you know what is a student's portfolio, class? Miss, I don't know what is a student's portfolio. Okay, Miss Nampipi. So when we say a portfolio, it is a compilation of your work sample from each the learning areas, which includes a work sample, which is your assessment tasks, photos, students' self-reflection, and students' learning goals. And also, you have also that collection may include the collection of student essay, artworks, and lab reports or reading logs. So do you understand what is a student's portfolio, Ms. Nampipi? Okay, I'll repeat it. So you will pass this test before or on Friday. Understood? Okay, so as a student, we need to be creative. So you need to be creative, or your portfolio is very, very nice. Understood? Okay, second task is we have the group project. I'll give you a project. Since we have finished our discussion, so I need to give you a project. This is a group project, so I will group you into 5. And the instruction is, or what you are going to do is, you will make a small portrait of house, which is used by recyclable materials. You need to use a house with a cartoon or a small woods. Understood? Okay, this project to be passed on next week, Friday also. So as what I said, as a student, you need to be creative. So all I have to do is you need to pass it with a recyclable materials. Understood? You don't need to buy any materials. You only need to find a recyclable materials to be used in your small house. Okay. To go back to our activity, so this is, I will record this in the performance task, or okay. So for today's activity, I will group you also into 5. And you need to make a role play about how to preserve the beauty of our nature or beauty of our surrounding. Okay.
Additionally, traditional assessment tools require learners to display their knowledge in the predetermined way. And also alternative assessment, on the other hand, assess higher order thinking skills. Students have the opportunity to determine what they learned.